Ghana water shut it down. You see, a for 2 weeks. It was Sunyani.
Ebusama ma wakwa ba yefa umbra Ghana SMTVGH message like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification also on so that anytime you post a video, say we are share.
Originally from the Bono region, but
Okay.
I'm talking from Dubai.
No problem. But did you follow Bono elections?
Of course. It's of concern because this is my home region, and I've always, now even before say a election, with the regional executives, or said the NDC for so Kwame Abronye, and Abronya no any and even some of our own MP people were buying into that idea. Say Kwame Abronye TC abroad. But you if you look at somebody like Abronye, look, Abranti or started as a regional youth organizer at that time. Bono and Hafo. So you talk of Bono East, Hafo, and the Bono proper. So he knows how to do politics within these areas, no? When him the nitty-gritties about politics, honopa, and na menkasa be contesting, and not they were not, good enough. But Abronya stood tall among them because Oshe said was here carrying a home. Ubi baka say, Kwame Bafo. Oba na yikura 11 seats out of 12. They say aka one. But you need dancers. When you go to Bono 2024 election, even chiefs and him for no more year Jumati MPP wa Bono. Met me a some series of constituencies you lose just the affirm NDC keke. What you say? Ohe baby to Sunyani, both Sunyani East and West. There's no way NDC beat me as young when sitting in 2028. Even Doma Krana, some traditional leaders in free who are no more Gumbi or more Yejumati. Even Doma Central and Doma East, we will take it back. Brekum East and West, Yebejene back. When Chibuzi Akrum, we are going to take the seat back. Now, based on some small factors, being in Niema be, and the thing was a universal something. After COVID, economy no so they see any propaganda and crowd they buy any other not just say na ye baby anti I said you can see mo koye propaganda and I mo koye kukrudu na say ebubu so then some bebre you see. But this time around me the nyamia say NDC are in election, you see, because before say omo beba by mu na Bono and the Hafo regions, no, there wasn't anything like Galamsey. But if you go to Sunyani right now, almost water crisis because Galamsey cost Ghana water shut it down. You see, a for 2 weeks. It was Sunyani. What you say? Tano no ahono oko baby to say trunye. Minya mobile him for no crowd. They don't know what to do. Omo kodi kind of saying regional minister ho. Say regional minister, who's for forest mo Galamsey. Let's go and stop them. Regional minister so abre. And not sure one thing say these people are in government, they are in office and looting your good no. Bono enclave no. Because the regional minister so abre, not just when him grofo mo Galamsey no. Chairman for Regional Security Council. Inti oko Sunyani so your barracks or ho. Who here soldier fire the bemau. I didn't want to fight Galamsey wa truni just about 4 kilometers away from Sunyani. Inti binuya omo di atro ene nada ne beda da nkrofo, but this time around the people
brekum nyina Galamsey also say.
I'm telling you, me chrome time. Na me take Galamsey na wo ko they are doing that. They omo ye. I say didn't get ya no omo ye Galamsey. They know it. Omo nyina obi anim. Even though Koba be a buidam no one banda ho nyina they are doing Galamsey. And it's sad. Yemfa politicians time MPP so ya antibida. Se Bono enclave ombe Galamsey ho. And then him for no crowd want to mean kasa because ya buy na aba. What you say? And then you see you be 24-hour economy. Inti yetimi bubu court them bubu banks nyina aban we under this useless government omo tia ban mu a omo hu de omo ye. What you say? It
Yo,
didn't met the MPP, a election committee. I mean, constituency.
yeah,
Baby, this has been very peaceful. I'm happy for all the candidates. Dr. Okoboy, Koka, everybody. Yeah, the MPP. I say, organization, there. And this has been one of the peaceful election I hold. And Obi or proposing this kind of a top bottom down approach, so it has been very
yeah,
helpful because
yeah,
said the not system now and you can say old ways now. ABR nanka a behaving kakraba or said
yeah,
things has been very good and mebo MPP party ni na baso say yem
yeah.
na yemwa na 2028 yenyi saa nkrofo we a omo nim de omo de Ghana na ye no yenyi omo nto baabi na yemra na yemfa niema papa ngu akwan mu na yema niema nye medase.
That's a nice African Ebusian for. So that was a brief about regional elections. I echo over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Now I think when you listen to our guest speak, one thing is obvious. And he said this election has been very peaceful, and we can all testify to the fact. Say indeed, top bottom approach was a master stroke because I tell you, if we had wanted to elect our polling station, a constituency, regional, national before flag bearer, and can be bloody. And I think that was a master stroke.
But Minya, with the one intervention, the proposal for a top bottom approach in the Korean, it did not work. And then amount for Ntiase, say your constitution now from Article 6 to 11. And your friend is a party organization. Party organization, a flag bearership, and count. Me patcho wuti me and count.
Yeah.
And the top bottom approach na the Korean was to start from the national chairmanship, coming down to a because party organization article say article 12 or 13 and count be and we a different thing altogether and we a election of the presidential candidate and then selection of the vice presidential candidate, and that has nothing to do with party organization. So what you say? And secondly, se wofa old mrano krana ne ona ne mrane kan se ye waban mu a se ye yi ye friend say sa ye presidential candidate no not ye can say more than a year to the election, not less than a year to the election, and ye ni abamu so not less than 2 years to the election. So what you say? Enunti ye betimi ya yi no krampo ebia 3.5 years to the election, and I say ebia 3 and then ye election wie na ye ni abam ni lose ya the next month to cry ye betimi aye emrane ma ye ho kwan sa enti sa top to bottom approach in there we were looking at say yento national ni wie na national na ya to om enhwe ne yemfem koto regional na region hwe ne yemfem to we na we nso nhwe ne enti a no mo ye ne saa ne say ya anya ne saa so what ya say ukoto ukase yenkonkoto constituency polling station na esanse constituency executives na ewo ho na no na esen akohwe so no mu wi aye de abeto mo so abani nti ya na as a conflict of interest biabam. But that one we did not accept it until we decided to do an early presidential primaries, which is not part of the party organization because over a new constitution as a chairman your friend is saying national chairman the leader of the party anameboa intisa yekoto flag bearer we answer ya to national chairman. How does them become a top bottom approach?
All right. And I believe is well understood, but the message we're just trying to pass across and say
early presidential primaries now boy. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's go into today's the reason for today. my so live, and then but before then, back home from Boku. Thanks for joining. Before the young power tapping 9 likes no ko 10k when pamucho report live no. Ne also drop a good comment, drop some hearts in the comment section. Let people know that this is a good live, okay, pamucho. Now,
Senior drop him in a power topic akra na ya no wasen afa me why.
your matter. All right. I get back a very big and a major cause for concern, mommy. The way as I say, health sector. NDC for I say health sector. No. Now reports I buy about last year no. Enyefe kra. Enyefe. Just last year 965 women muko say muko give birth did not return to the house. 965, almost 1,000 women. Our Muko hospital say they are going to give birth. Did not return to the house. Just say omuye. Right? Now, Nabaweno, unprecedented. Nabaweno, unprecedented. Say nipa makumaku 965 will lose their lives. Now, according to WHO, World Health Organization, on one list say there are 4 main reasons why last year, first year of John Mahama, the first reason, there hemorrhage, severe and uncontrolled bleeding during and after birth. They say, ebia nipa no after delivering no moja esane free nipa ne ho no omo ntimi a control ne ntem enti eno na cause owo no. Now when you go into this one no, you realize say one of the main reasons why people, some women yaja omo to bleed to their death, and they say there is shortage of staff. There is a major shortage of staff in your health sector mo. And the reason is simple. Nkofo bebre amuye nurses, midwives, any doctors. Omo tukwan omo fi oman mo. Eko UK, US, Canada, Australia. Now instead say aban we John Mahama aban we be replace san nkofo no. Our hospitals now they have refused to employ more. Adentia, they are thinking about the fact say the more people you employ, the more they get, the more you have to pay them, okay? And then also they get a purchasing power, which will affect inflation. And they have decided to keep our midwives, our nurses, our doctors in the house. And to obi cause oko also say oko for a childbirth. The way quality of care no on yebi is one of the major factors. Again, hypertensive disorders. Blood pressure spiking and all those things. Now, ubisa on say hypertension anka normal for pregnancy. There are people who during their pregnancy no omunya hypertension. Ebimukura during pregnancy omunya diabetes. But normally, it resolves with childbirth. Some people also uncomfortable or some hypertension every family history. And if the hospitals kept a proper medical record, sir, they would have known say obaya where obano. Even if medical history, hypertension, possible and all those things, and then they will have cared for you in that manner. Now, right now. The SCN say, Mita Kando, or Minister of Health, or sorry, can say, the whole Ghana, our medical records, and I want limbs so no, well, cancer contract no, and all the games by. And the SCN say, all the history, 6 years of medical history of Nkrofo Nyinano, FICO vanished into thin air. And whether you are hypertensive, you are not hypertensive, you are susceptible to hypertension or not, doctor not me. So it is also one of the reasons why pregnant women now are losing their lives. Now, systemic delays were very important, mommy, and late referrals, long transit time to major facilities. And he said, ambulance odwa Akufuado MPP yetonye aye one district one ambulance. Most of those ambulances in Yinano, Oma break it down. Most of them ambulance no omunye juma adentia fault about one as I say abano every pair omu Uba Volta region ha out of 18 ambulances no na akabe 8 pen a year juma.